Oi Brasil! Olha eu aqui de novo com mais uma entrevista maravilhosa para vocês. Eu amo começar esses vídeos assim. Dessa vez eu estou falando com o elenco de O Agente Oculto, ou em inglês The Grey Man. A história é basicamente o seguinte: Ryan Gosling vive o agente 6, Sierra 6, um agente da CIA que vai ser colocado em uma missão super poderosa, super secreta. Só que ele descobre segredos que vão fazer com que a CIA e toda a equipe vá atrás dele. E quem comanda essa equipe que vai atrás dele? Ninguém mais, ninguém menos que Chris Evans. Sim, o Capitão América vai contra o nosso muso do Notebook, Diário de uma Paixão. Como assim? É muita beleza reunida, mas um contra o outro, a gente não sabe por quem torcer. Temos Ana de Armas maravilhosa, temos o Regé-Jean Page de Bridgerton direto para esse grande filme O Agente Oculto, e dessa vez ele faz um vilão também, hein? E temos o orgulho brasileiro, Wagner Moura, mais uma vez brilhando em Hollywood. E a gente vai bater um papo agora com parte do elenco de O Agente Oculto. O que será que a gente falou, hein? Dá uma olhada.
What do you know about the Sierra program?
Reckless mystery men you guys send in when you can't officially send anyone else.
The Gray Man.
Hey, Bruno.
Hey, Ryan. Oh my God, you really bleached your hair. Okay, Ryan. First of all, you get to act with one of the greatest Brazilian actors, Wagner Moura, in this movie. How was your interaction with him?
Wagner was amazing to work with. You know, he put so much work into this character. He lost weight. He brought so many little details. I mean, it's just a performance filled with so many nuances, and it's so fun to work with him. So fun to work with somebody that's that talented and having as much fun with their work.
And I have to tell you that I felt tired just by watching you in this movie. So how much of these danger and violent moments did you do personally?
You know, I did my share of all of it, but you know, the reality is that there's so many people, you know, help you to make these action sequences. You know, it's such an incredible amount of craftsmanship and you know, hard work from so many people to make these sequences seem like it's just us doing them. You know, it's like, I imagine it's like the work that goes into the Super Bowl, you know, before the players ever step on the field. You know, it's just it was really like mind-blowing how many people are involved in creating these action sequences. You know, in the end, you know, I'm just a small part of it.
I can imagine. So your character 6 just wants like freedom, while Lloyd, played by Chris Evans, just wants chaos. So how did you guys manage to be against each other, but at the same time manage such comic relief between the characters?
You know, the comedy part is one of my favorite elements of the movie. You know, I just think it's such a compelling part of this character. You know, it's like, I really liked this character a lot. That's why I wanted to do the film. You know, because I've never seen a spy who doesn't want to be a spy. You know. Who would rather be watching this movie on Netflix than be in it, you know? He just wants a normal life, and he's pulled out of prison, and his options are die in prison or die as a spy. But either way, it's to die, you know? So It's so absurd and so bleak that he has this kind of sense of humor about it that I thought was really fun to play and made the movie kind of unique.
The media has been saying that this is the biggest Netflix production ever with a $200 million budget. Does that add you any extra pressure in playing this role?
Of course, you know, but the thing is, the thing that made me feel comfortable doing it is just the Russo brothers. You know, they've been making films at this scale for the last decade, you know, so you know, it's their, you know, it's they're driving, you know, I'm just along for the ride.
Lloyd. I got an urgent locate and destroy.
That could be fun. The man's got some street cred.
Easy.
Hey guys, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good.
I'm good. I'm actually super fine. So, Regé, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is your first project after Bridgerton, and we haven't seen much of you as a villain. So, how does it feel to be one of the bad guys this time? Was it funnier?
I mean, I like to think I bring something a little villainous to every role I play. I think everyone's compromised. I think that the joy of playing someone who's willing to compromise more than probably most characters I played is quite freeing. It means that creatively there's a lot of places that you can go with it, and that there are very few places that Denny Carmichael wouldn't go to achieve his goals. And I think that's the only main real difference, is the fact that this character doesn't really have any limits on him, and it means that he goes to places that perhaps he shouldn't. But you know, you never know, he might have a redemptive arc down the line somewhere.
Well, that was actually my second question. Because Danny Carmichael is a character that was pulled out from the books. So did you get a chance to read the books to understand this character, or did you just go your own way?
Funnily enough, Joe actually said, try going your own way off of the script, because I want to see what you come out with. He was very keen for us to kind of have some fun and do something a little bit unexpected with this character in particular. And so this is the first for me, actually. I'm usually a bit of a research junkie. And I found that quite difficult because I kind of desperately wanted to read the book. And I was like, okay, let me see what happens.
They didn't want any of us to do it, any of us to read the books. Oh, I mean, Suzanne isn't even in this one.
Is Suzanne not in the book?
She is, but like 9 books deep. Yeah.
Well, this is it, because we're starting from a different point. We're creating an amalgam. And I think they wanted to see how we reacted to the world that they'd created outside of the books, and to see kind of what odds mutations might grow from that. And so that was super fun.
So Jessica, Suzanne wants to be heard, but men won't hear her. So she finds out her own way into power. So as a woman and an actress, have you ever seen yourself in a situation like this?
I mean, I think every woman can relate to that, being in the workplace, not being listened to or being undermined in some way. Yeah, I think that's a pretty, unfortunately, an experience most women go through. But that's what I liked about the character, is that it felt real. You know, we're dealing with these crazy, huge set pieces and explosions, but at its core, it's actually quite relatable.
So how fun was it like to have some action scenes and intimidate men and kick their asses off?
I did get to yell at a lot of men. I didn't quite yell at you. I was on the verge of yelling, and then I reined it
I
back.
feel like I was your frustration place.
Yeah.
You know?
But I yelled at everyone else. I yelled at Ryan, I yelled at Chris.
A lot, you know? Poor Chris. Chris got the brunt. I mean, not poor Chris. Chris earned the brunt pretty bad. Lloyd earns everything that comes his way in this movie.
He gave it. It's fine. I don't feel bad for him.
Gente, que entrevistas maravilhosas. Eu realmente me assustei que o Ryan Gosling está com o cabelo todo descolorido para fazer o Ken no filme da Barbie. Pois é. Ai, gente, o nosso Duque também maravilhoso. E o Ryan Gosling falando do Wagner Moura. Eu adorei essa entrevista, realmente. E olha, o filme O Agente Oculto estreia na sua Netflix no dia 22 de julho. Você não perde por esperar, porque é uma super produção que, olha, está de tirar o fôlego. Não esquece de sintonizar a sua Netflix dia 22 de julho. Depois você me conta se você não ficou assim, ó. Que tiro foi esse? Pá! Jojo, que tiro foi esse? Que tiro foi esse? Porrada foi essa? Porrada foi essa? Ah, e não esquece aí de deixar seu comentário, deixar o seu like, ativar o sininho do canal, porque tem sempre entrevistas maravilhosas pra você aqui. E se você está vendo no IGTV, dá o seu like, manda pro aviãozinho, salva, compartilha, marca o amiguinho e me manda elogios, porque minha pele está babada. Beijo pra vocês, até a próxima!